I got my license in 2010, which was just at the end of the crash, and I figured it was a good time to come into this business because it was just coming back, that all the brokers who are frustrated would be dropping out. When it starts to get better again, I'll have already been in a little bit, so I would, have a leg up. Of course, it didn't come back for quite a while after that, but it was good. I worked at an agency that I got a lot of low-end kind of listings and buyers because that's what was selling at the time, and got my experience. But then I realized that I needed to get to a different kind of agency and a different kind of level of business in order to get that different market. So I became affiliated with a Sotheby's brokerage in Camden, where I'm from in Maine. And
oh, wow. How far did you travel to?
6 hours.
You traveled 6 hours to come do this and listen to Jack.
Yes. Well, I've listened to Jack once before at a Sotheby's convention in Las Vegas about 2 years ago. So I've been sort of following him on social media and paying attention to his videos, which are always useful. And for me, to get a hold of and get a foot in that market is what I've been striving for. So now is the time of year in January, you're starting new plans, you want to figure out what you're going to do. You got a little bit of time, it's not so busy, so it was a perfect time to come down and have 2 days of thinking about my business.
Absolutely. And you traveled 6 hours to do that. Do you believe it's worth the investment?
In my time and in the money I spent, oh yes, because always with things like this, you just have one great idea and it's paid for itself, or you get one referral from somebody that you've met that's new that might be sending people up your way. So those are the monetary measures, but also you get a lot of important help in your career by talking to other people, like in a situation like this, because they have wealth of knowledge. It's fun to be and talk about the business, which you can't always do, with other of your friends because they don't get it. So that part's, I think that's great.
And what about Jack's expertise? What about Jack's delivery and his persona that helps to learn the most that you can?
Well, the fact that he's been doing it for so long and has got so many systems, I'm a systems person. I like procedures, and so I respect that that's how he sets himself up. And so that once you have all those things in place, I realize now, I've always sort of known it, but he reinforces it, you can do so much better because you're not worried about all these little things that you've got to figure out, because he has a systematic approach. So that's very useful.
Plus, he's still working out there.
He's still working. He's sharing all these secrets with his competitors, basically. But, obviously, I think he's happy that he helps everybody in Cape Cod become a better broker. It helps the professionalism, raises the boat for everybody, I think. And you always still have to put your own spin on it to make it yours. Nobody can copy him, but his ideas are so valuable because you can easily figure out how to make them your own.
Wow, and would you recommend this course to other agents you know?
Oh, absolutely. It's invaluable. If they're willing to, and not many are, but if they're willing to make the investment, I think it's very worthwhile. But I always felt that way about my business, investing in it. Some people just have a funny idea that they should just go, out every day and just do it. But no, I couldn't speak more highly of doing a thing like this, especially with him.
Thank you. And just real quick for the camera, your first and last name and who you work for and how many years?
Lori Alexander, and I work for Legacy Properties, Sotheby's International Realty in Camden, Maine.
Thank you so much. Oh, it's a pleasure. I appreciate it.